Bye for now.
Hiya! Welcome! Got a box here that's come all the way from that big old country down under Australia. Of course, I'm talking about an order from PopCultcha. And this, if I've done my calculations correct, should be my San Diego Comic-Con 2022 exclusive pops. I'm saying should be because I made an order for another pop pretty soon afterwards, and that's also been dispatched. But I think if I've done my tracking right, this is the SDCC pops, and the other one will be along whenever. They've not taken long to come, and I'm really glad about that. The San Diego Funko Pop drop, or releases, as most normal people over the age of 30 call them, maybe underwhelming for certain people, but for me there was two that I wanted. I know Funko Europe was supposed to have them on sale on whatever day it was that they were released over here in the UK at 2:30 in the afternoon, but it was just an absolute shit show from Funko Europe this year. Everyone was waiting at 2:30 and no updates had been made on the site, no matter how many times you refreshed. I just couldn't wait any longer. I had other things to do, so I just left it thinking, oh well, I'll come back later and what I want will be on the site. Came back probably an hour and a half later, and yeah, all the SDCC pops were on Funko Europe, but one of the ones I wanted had sold out. And apparently a lot of people had troubles. Even when Funko Europe eventually got all their listings up, you were then held in a queue for ages, and by the time you were ready to check out, after being put in a queue just to be able to check out, stuff that you wanted was sold out. So it's not been a very good showing from Funko Europe this year. However, it was PopCultcha to the rescue, because they had both of the pops I wanted from this San Diego drop in stock, so let's get them open. I think even with the usual international postage, these have come out to very little more than what I would have paid Funko Europe to ship from within the UK. Probably more by coincidence than anything. These don't seem to have spent very long sitting at Melbourne Airport either. We've got some sort of invoice there. Doesn't look like there's much in the way, or anything in the way, of protective packaging, but these PopCultcha boxes are usually pretty strong. One of these pops has got to be an out-of-boxer for me anyway. So as long as the other one, the box is in pretty good condition, I won't mind too much if the other one is a bit shabby, but looking at it, nope, that's a nice condition box. And so's that one. We can dispose of the box and also close the knife up. Safety first. Right then, which one shall I show you first? I'll show you this one first. This was the one that I could have got from Funko Europe like an hour and a half, 2 hours later, whatever it was, when they'd finally got their shit together. But because I wanted two of these, I thought, well, I'm gonna see if I can get them both from the same place. I'm talking about number 1259. Wow, we're really getting into the high numbers now, aren't we? In the TV line, it's from Parks and Recreation, and it's Jamm. So this is the one I'm going to keep out of box, simply because all my other Parks and Rec pops, which are behind me here in this corner, but they're just off camera there, all those are out of box anyway. I'm going to obviously save the box, I always do. It's got the nice, rather colourful green and yellow San Diego shared sticker there. Box looks in mint condition. We've got a few of the line on the back. I don't think I've got any of those, but I've got other variants of those characters. They've really brought out quite a lot more Parks and Rec of the past year or so, Funko have, as it seems to be a line they'd lost interest in for a few years, and all of a sudden we're getting more. And Jamm is more of a minor character, or a recurring character, but he's a really funny one, and kind of a real proper antagonist, particularly to the main protagonist in the series, Leslie Knope. I can't remember who plays him. Maybe I'll put it on screen if I can be asked. So yeah, I don't think this one was ever going to be the most sought after pop in the San Diego releases, but for me personally, because I'm a Parks and Rec fan and I collect all the pops of all the characters in that show, it was one I had to have. And he's going to be out of box, but I would get him out anyway for a bit of a look. But he will be one that's staying out of box. Seems to have said box a lot today. And here he is. I don't think he's come with a stand, no. Jamm. He's got this, I would say, sort of wavy, slightly bouffant hair. And his beard, he's got an evil sort of frown going on. His left hand is pointing. His right hand's like in a clenched fist. A blue, what would you call that, Letterman jacket possibly, I don't know. With a bit of a white stripe going around the bottom, or 2 white stripes. Then he's got like a khaki green shirt on. Similar colour trousers. Black shoes. Lovely stuff. Not much more you can say about that. Not the most exciting pop I've ever got, but it's a character that's had not come out in a line that I've collected in for a long time now. Love Parks and Rec. Yeah, for a lot of people who I talk to, my friends, fellow comedy aficionados, in some ways it seems to be the poor relation to The Office. But I know a lot of people elsewhere who do prefer Parks and Rec because it is a little bit more, I don't know, it can get a little bit more mainstream, or at least it did towards the end with like some of the guest stars and things like that. But I think it's a really funny show. So there we are, Jeremy Jamm from Parks and Rec is the first of my 2 San Diego pops. Now the second one, this was the one that they'd sold out of at Funko Europe, and I was like, oh no, we're going to miss out on this because it's another one in the TV line. It's another one of a particular sitcom that I collect. I'd be a bit disappointed if I couldn't have got this, and then I would have been forced to maybe pay a little bit of a high price on the aftermarket a few weeks later or whatever. Obviously it wasn't quite as popular, at least at PopCultcha, as I thought it would be, as it was still in stock. I'm talking about from Friends, number 1256, Hugsy the Penguin. I think that this was rather more popular with a lot of the Funko collectors that I'd seen on Instagram and Facebook, and it's not hard to see why. It's obviously a more fun character. Friends is certainly a bigger show in the history of comedy than Parks and Rec, and it's also a bit more unusual as we've only had the Friends cast, the main cast, and of course Gunther came out as a Funko Pop as well so far, so this was quite an unusual one to be in the Friends line, but it is one. I'm trying to think if Hugsy featured in more than one episode. I think he may have featured in a couple, like 2 or even 3. It's not been that long since I last watched Friends, but no doubt I will watch it again. I'm a Friends fan. We'll get Hugsy out. This is one that I will be keeping in box. My Friends pops did used to be out of box, but I was running out of room in one of my cabinets, so they all had to go back in box, and now they're displayed elsewhere. Here he is. Never really had a proper close look at him while watching the show. You don't really. You kind of see something and it looks cute or whatever, but you don't really sort of pause what you're watching to like really examine the minor and fine detail of something. But yeah, he's like a soft toy penguin. He's got this kind of like a slightly maroony Santa's hat on, but with this funny black and white striped headband. He's got these goggles on, these sort of like pilot goggles maybe. They're quite funny. Little penguin's beak there, and then this strange little coat. Gotta look really strange next to the Friends cast pops that I've got. He fits in the line, so I had to have him. Really nice. I think this is the more fun of the 2 by a long chalk as to what I've showed you today, certainly. Hugsy's back in his box. I'll have an ATV pop protector to put him in later on. So I'm very happy with PopCultcha and the pretty quick delivery time, which is out of their control. That's usually down to customs and the airports in Australia, etc, etc. But it's not seemed to have taken very long at all to come. And of course we've also got Jeremy Jamm as well, who is staying out of box because I'm going to stick him in my cabinet as soon as we're done here. And we are just about done here, so I need to say thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this look at 2 San Diego convention exclusives. I want to say special thanks, as always, to my wonderful subscribers and generous patrons. I've got my usual Funko affiliate links down in the description text box, where you can get discounts and lots of good deals. And also down there is my Patreon link, Facebook group link, and one for contents insurance too. I'm going to go now, and let me know in the comments, as I do like to get some comments. Always love to hear from you and to have a chit chat. Which was your favourite here today? I think most people are going to say this one is the best one, and certainly from what I can tell on the internet, on social media, Hugsy was quite a popular choice for all the San Diego Funko collectors anyway. But I'm really happy that I got Jeremy here as well, as these are both lines that I really love collecting in. And I do hope that all of you will join me again next time for my next, and it won't be too long, I'm pretty sure, Funko Pop unboxing. Cheers everyone. See ya! Dusty enough. Whoever.